true, Barbara.
Welcome back to the Deadlights Society. Happy 2023, everybody. I'm Adam.
I'm Michael.
And we're on one microphone.
Yeah.
We're starting off this year great.
It's a last minute planning of, well, not a last minute planning of recording, but a last minute planning of, like, this. I didn't bring my mic.
I mean, it's not last minute considering we've had it in the books for like 2 weeks and we keep putting it off because happy family time.
Yeah, holiday time. Come on. It was holiday time. Hope you all had a
Personally,
good holiday.
I'm just lazy as fuck.
Mixed with a little bit of that, absolutely. But more or less, like, it was the holiday time, Christmas time. Like, you know how that goes. So we hope that everybody listening had a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and had a happy and safe New Year's.
Can you name it and not be rude? The holidays that people
Whatever
celebrate?
holidays they celebrate.
Can
or
you-
don't celebrate.
You name the holidays?
Christmas.
Is that really the only one you know? What it is.
I just didn't want to only say Christmas and be insensitive, so I said holidays, but, like, I don't want to be that person that's like,
Christmas.
you could say Christmas. Like, I know I can say Christmas. I was just trying to be nice.
Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or Chanukah, as my brethren say. I'm not Jewish, I don't know why I said that.
No.
Sorry. This
We're
is
off
going
to a
off the
great
rails. Me and Michael haven't been in the same room with each other in maybe like 2 months. So
Yeah.
it's just...
It's, sorry, we're back. But as promised a few weeks ago, we are here today with our review of Better Watch Out, which is obviously a holiday movie, and I know we're through with the holidays now, but this will be the last Christmassy movie, and then we'll move into some other genre of horror movie. Or just randoms at this point. Whatever. I don't know. I don't really have a theme going for January.
I think we're good for just like randomly get back into like whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting kind of sick of themes.
That's fair.
I want to just like watch, hey, I saw this random Netflix movie. I want to do that one. Instead of, hey, we're doing an entire month of witch stuff. We're doing a whole month of kids stuff. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I want to just get back to irregular, scheduled or non-scheduled programming.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm down for that. So, that's what
you
we
can
get.
look forward to in the new year. Is absolute chaos.
Absolute chaos. That sounds about right. Yeah, some random ass shit, but it's all right. We'll figure it out. I'll try. Wait. I'll try to tone down my my foul mouth as well. I know I have a bit of a foul mouth, but I'm trying here.
Fuck is an adjective. It's a verb. It's a noun. Everything you need it to be.
Everything you need it to be.
If fuck fits my vernacular and the sentence that I am saying in the moment,
It's just gonna slide out.
fuck, fuckity, fuck, I'm saying fuck.
You're right. That is, I will admit though, I know that I use it a lot.
I understand
so,
it.
I try, and it just comes out. It just comes out.
I'm not going to give the specifics of what happened, but a family member mentioned it to me. And I was like, oh, you say fuck too much. Okay, I get it, but sorry, that's the way you raised me.
That's right.
My family are not known for having pure fucking holy mouths like they want to pretend to.
Yeah, no, me too. That's why. And it's funny because, like, in real life, I really don't swear that much. Honestly, it's just when I'm going on about something,
that's what it is.
Just
mainly
comes out. I don't know.
It's if I'm like on a rant or something, or if I'm just like stuck trying to think of like, I use it kind of like to an extent.
Yeah.
Which isn't good to say throughout your whole thing, but it's part of fucking being a human.
Yeah.
Like,
Case in point.
I'm sorry. It's how people talk.
Yeah. And it's like we're an adult podcast as well. It's not like we don't advertise this for children. We don't.
Everything that we have is states as explicit content. So it's not family friendly. It's not supposed to be family friendly. If we happen to have family friendly episodes, listen to them with your kids.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah. think the only family-friendly movie we've done so far is Hocus Pocus, anyway.
Yeah, and even then we were bringing in adult themes.
Yeah. So I mean, that'll be my goal for this year. I'm gonna try to tone down my mouth a little bit. I'll try, but I can't promise it's actually gonna work.
Once we get, if we ever get like sponsors or anything, I'll do whatever the fuck they say. If you guys don't want me to swear every day or throughout the episode that they're sponsoring, then I'm not gonna do it because I'm a fucking sellout, and I have stated as such. Give me money. But like, if I'm not beholden to anyone or anything, I'm not gonna fucking tone down what I say. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the way I talk. If that offends you, don't listen. We've been through this many times now. We've been through this over the past few years, like with everything. If it offends you and you don't like it, don't listen, move on. There's more content out there. There's thousands of content creators that are making horror movie content. You can listen to one of them if you don't like us.
True. You're right. That comes with anything in life, though. Like, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Like, that's really anything. So, it definitely applies here as well. But hope you stick around. Anyway,
I do too.
Hope you stick around.
I will. I'm gonna thank one person because I've been promising her a shout out since the start of the podcast because she's been on the train since the start. Kristen, thank you for sticking with us. I love you. You're the best. Please keep listening.
Yeah. I don't know you, but thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in and listening to us talk like idiots.
Kristen has been with us from the start. She'll talk to me about like our content and stuff like that, so
yeah,
she's a good resource to have backing us.
Yeah. Dope. Thanks, Kristen.
Yes, you're the best. So anyway, on to our review today on Better Watch Out.
Yes. Hold on. I just had it pulled up and then I lost it, so give me 1 second. Okay. It's 2016 that this movie came out, and it is rated R. It's an hour and 34 minutes long, and it's streaming for free right now on Pluto, Tubi, on Vudu for free, Crackle. It's also on Prime. It's on a bunch of stuff right now, so you definitely watch this if you want to. And like I said, I know the holidays are over, but it was still a fun movie regardless, and definitely doesn't have to be holidays to watch it. It just has a holiday theme, but it was still good nonetheless. We'll get into some spoilers at the end here again, but ratings for this. It got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb and an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 81% of Google users report liking it. So it's honest ratings. I think that's, for what I feel the movie is, I feel like that's about accurate. Like, I don't think it was super great, but it wasn't awful. Like, it's definitely a movie that I would watch more than once. So I'd say it's about right. I was going to go over budget and box office, but from what they have listed online, I don't think that that's correct, so I'm not even going to go over it. But other than that, I mean, that's pre-info for like the background stuff. But it's about a babysitter. She's babysitting this 12-year-old kid. His name's Luke, and Luke is becoming of age where he is, he's thinking he's grown. He's thinking that he knows what ladies want, and he's just getting a little too big for his.
So the whole time I was just like, I know what boys like. Guess what?
I mean, literally, you had to reverse that to girls, but he's just he's a preteen, and he's trying to broaden his horizons, and he's got a crush on his college age babysitter, and it's about them, and they have to defend themselves from home intruders, and that's all I'll say right now, because if I go any, it'll spoil stuff if you really want to watch it. I'll just say that there's a twist, and for once it actually surprised me. Like, normally I guess that shit, and I actually didn't guess it, and I was kind of confused at first, and
I
was like,
guessed it to an extent, but not the extent that I thought.
Yeah. Like, once you start getting into it and stuff starts happening, you can kind of start getting like a little bit of something's going on here. But like, coming into the movie, like, that's not what I thought. So that's all I'll say. We'll get into the spoilers, part 2 here, but different, intriguing. I'll say that. And it was pretty well done, I think, from my standards.
The biggest twist in this movie, because I didn't look at any background information before this, was that Jared Leto's in this.
As who?
As the one X.
Which one? The one that...
We'll talk about it then.
I was gonna say, because I know what's his name from Stranger Things.
Oh, is that him? I always get those fucking two confused. I'm dumb. Yeah.
There you go. That's why I was like, Jared Leto?
Because I thought Stranger Things was his first thing that he did ever.
Oh, his name's like Dacker or
Daker
Montgomery or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. He's Australian. He says it some type of way, and I forget how he pronounces it. But the dude from Stranger Things is in this. Billy from Stranger Things.
Yeah, I thought Stranger Things was the first thing that he ever did, so I was like, oh shit. They look so much like Jared Leto.
That's why I was so confused. Like, that's who I pictured in my head first. Yeah. That's why I was like, wait a minute, Jared Leto was in this?
That's why I was like...
Was he the other boyfriend? Yeah. I was really trying to think. I'm like, wait a minute,
no,
what?
Just dumb and fucking confusing actors again.
I mean, they do kind of look alike, so I'll give you that, though. That's, like I said, that's who I thought about first, so that makes sense. But okay.
It was... I think it's not having the Billy hair that throws me off now, because I'm so used to seeing him with, like, a shaved head or, like, fucking curls.
Mullet.
Yeah, like, the long hair or whatever the fuck was going on just threw me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. I was trying to think if there's any other actors in here that I really recognize, but I think that was, like, the first one.
I mean, two of, like, the kid, Lucas, and the girl, they were together in something before. Or the friend. I'm pretty sure they were in, like, an M. Night Shyamalan or something together.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
The Visit. The Visit, the girl was in, I know. But I think one of the other kids was in that with her, too.
Interesting. We'll let you know part 2. Or
I also don't know if it's
right
an M.
now,
Night Shyamalan movie or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of The Visit, though. I don't think I've seen it. But
I've seen it a couple times now. It was something that my ex recommended to me, and I just never checked it out until later.
That's fair.
Yeah, Ed Oxenbould, the kid who plays the friend.
The friend, okay.
Him and Ashley. They were both in The Visit together. Okay. Yeah, they played brother and sister.
Weird. Weird how that works.
Yeah. It was a decent movie, so.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's pretty good, so I'll give them that. I'm trying to think. Is there any, before we get into part 2 here, any specific horror news or anything that you want to bring to these people's attention or anything?
I haven't noticed any standout horror news in probably 3 months. Like, everything before October kind of took over for horror news.
You didn't watch Wednesday yet, did you?
Don't shame me.
He didn't watch Wednesday. We can't even talk about fucking Wednesday because this bitch didn't watch it yet. So there goes my mouth. See what you made me do. I think Wednesday hype is kind of down right now anyway, though, so really not too important to talk about.
Now I'll start checking it out now that the hype's died down because it's not fucking... Well, no, I get annoyed with it because... I don't like when something is like everything that I'm doing throughout the day. Like if I go on Facebook, it's talking about Wednesday. If I go on TikTok, it's talking about Wednesday. If I go anywhere on the internet, it's talking about Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I like when that dies down and I can kind of like watch something and digest it and come to my own conclusion about it and not be, this whatever political message from now, and did you know something that Tim Burton did 40 years ago is now influenced? It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Just want to watch. Leave me alone.
That's fair. I mean, I get that, so I think I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I watched the fucking series like 3 times, so 3 times.
That's probably a good reason to watch it. But.
Yeah. I liked it. I mean, I think you'll like it. And at the same time, I feel like maybe you won't, but just because like I think we like the same things, but we don't at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I liked it, and I like Jenna Ortega, but you have an issue with Jenna Ortega.
I have an issue with Jenna Ortega, but I have a huge Tim Burton.
That's fair because it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So maybe you'll.
There's a Beetlejuice sign.
Maybe you'll like it. I think it was well done. I think the cinematography, it looks nice. Like it's just a well-made show. I think. I know. I've heard people who really love it, and I've heard people who thought it was complete dog shit. So I've heard both opinions from both sides, but I loved it.
I've watched the original Addams Family series probably 6 times through. I've watched like Addams Family and Addams Family Values 20 times fucking over at this point. I liked the new animated one that they did as well. That wasn't too bad. I didn't watch the second one yet, but the first one wasn't bad. So having that background, it being Tim Burton, just because I have fuck you Jenna Ortega because of your one role that you did. I think I might be able to have some disconnect and get over it.
Yeah. I think she was a pretty good Wednesday, too. I feel like if they're going to pick anybody from, like, this generation to play her, I think she did a pretty good job.
I can't look at her now and not think
because of X.
No, not. I just think about her face and think of Pete Davidson's face.
Why?
They looked identical.
Oh.
If you look at Pete Davidson and Jenna Ortega side by side, it's scary.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've never made that connection. You're gonna have people looking up it right now too.
Oh yeah,
he's looking it up too.
Everybody look it up because fucking side by side, it's terrifying.
But they do have a similar face structure.
Yeah, like their eyes are like really, really fucking similar. I don't know why.
Huh. Yeah, no, I never kind of put that together. The chin is kind of like the same shape. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I don't know if they're actually dating or like what's going on, but there's this whole like, is Pete Davidson dating Jenna Ortega?
Yeah, I heard.
And they
I
look
saw
like siblings.
Too, yeah. Weird. Weird.
So I cannot look at her anymore, not picture that.
That's funny. So maybe it'll be ruined for you, but but no, and I also really like that Christina Ricci was in that as well. She was a good add-on to that, and there's a part in there where she tells Wednesday like, "You remind me so much of me," or like, "We're so similar," and I was just like, like, yeah.
At least they bring some reference to those two movies.
Yeah,
because they are. I think they're the best out of all of them so far.
Mm-hmm. So, I think that's it, right? Yeah. Pre-information here, so we'll get into some spoilers, give you our favorite flop rating, and just kind of dissect this movie a little bit. And then I don't think we have a plan for next week yet, so we'll keep you updated after.
Well, from this plan, it's random, so
yeah. So whatever we think is cool at the moment,
we'll roll the dice.
Yeah. So see you for part 2.
See you after the trailer.
Want to put her in the mood? Watch a horror movie.
Dude, she's like twice our age. I really don't think it's gonna happen.
She's here.
You are breathtaking.
Thank you. Now don't stay up and watch scary movies, okay? It'll give you nightmares again.
So what do you want to do?
Ricky, why can't you just leave me alone?
He's such a jerk.
Don't hang up on me.
What was that?
Oh my God.
Get away from the window.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you. Isn't this exciting?
Deck the halls with clouds of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to
What you
be
say? What are you doing, man? Please let me out of this.
You're home alone again?
la 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 la.
That's awesome!
Deck the halls with clouds of holly.
I got you. Why can't exes just go away? Good night.
And we're back. Part 2.
Part 2.
I fucking hate you.
Like I'll try to do this like 4 fucking times already. It's so fucking tough.
We're gonna sound like we're fucking nuts, but we really tried that like part 2 intro like 4 or 5 times and just kept cracking up and couldn't do it. I think it's probably because we're in one room together and we are using one mic, so like we're like face to face. So it's just hard not to laugh.
Every time it's like direct eye contact when we want to start it.
So excuse us for a second while we get our shit together. Part 2 here. I think we're gonna dive right into Fear Flop because, as I was saying to Adam over here before we got back into part 2 here, I feel like we've been like neglecting Fear Flop. I feel like that was like not a big part of our podcast here that we do, but like it's a fair flop. Like it's what we advertise.
I mean, we took the time to explain it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
relative.
Yeah, it's a part of us, and we've like it's been like the last like maybe 10 minutes of the episodes where we're like, oh yeah, fair flop. Like so we're gonna dive right into Fear Flop first, part 2 here. I think for me, I'll definitely give it a fear, and I think I can feel comfortable giving it like a fear 6. I think that's good for me. Like I liked it. I would watch it again. It was interesting. What about you?
The same, like a fear 5 or 6.
Okay. All right, so we're in the same boat there. Like I was saying previously, like the twist in here, now spoilers ahead, as we said, hopefully you watched it, so you'll know what we're talking about, but the spoiler here is that it's advertised as a home invasion, okay? So you start watching it, and maybe like a half an hour into the movie or so, like you have an intruder who, the babysitter and Luke, what is her name? I forget. Ashley. Okay, so Ashley and Luke. Ashley's the babysitter. Luke is the 12-year-old who is trying to be a little more advanced than he should be, but whatever, I digress. But you have them who they're trying to hide from this burglar, okay? Turns out that it was a setup, and Luke and his best friend put this together so that they could scare Ashley and Luke could seem like the hero of the story. So his friend is in the room, and Ashley's kind of like, she kind of catches on, and she's like, wait a minute, like something that he was wearing looked familiar or something, and that's when she discovers that it's the friend, and this whole thing unfolds, and it ends up that Luke is like psychotic.
He smacks her and pushes her down the stairs.
Yeah, he's psychotic. I think did he have a bat in his hands at that point or not yet? I forget.
No, not yet.
He had something
That was
he grabbed.
after the first her current boyfriend comes over.
Yeah, but he grabbed something and like threatened her, right?
Oh, he had the gun.
Was it the gun?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, my brain's a little foggy. It's been a few weeks since I've watched it now, so like forgive me. But
Yeah, he had a full ass fucking gun and was just like waving it at her and shit.
Okay, so yeah, he
Oh no, that's what he hit her with then too. It
Was it
wasn't
the
a
gun?
slap. It was like he just pistol whipped her down the fucking stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's a little foggy for me. I should have watched it like twice to really like get a good glimpse of it, but I do remember the main events here. But yeah, he just goes nuts, and I feel like it's because like I don't know, because like it seems to me that he has a loving family. Like he has his mother and his father, and like they don't seem to be an off-putting family to me.
Well, he apparently has like some sort of sleeping disorder and like sleepwalks and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's some like actual psychological, like, psycho shit.
It probably has to be, because like I said, like nothing from what it seems that they show in the movie anyway, like it doesn't seem like he has any family issues or anything else, so like he really just had to have been born a killer, like a psycho bitch. Like
Yeah, there's not really any big explanation for it.
yeah. But yeah, then the movie just becomes like, it's like Home Alone if Macaulay Culkin was a psychotic bitch. Like, but you can argue he kind of was.
He is.
Because he definitely could have just called the police, right? But, you know, he went all, you know, booby trap and whatever. So, like,
Goldberg machine.
yeah. So, I mean, you could argue, obviously, but, I mean, he didn't kill anybody. Whereas this little kid, like...
He would have. I mean,
you're right. There's arguably they should have died in quite a few scenes.
They literally test one of them in this.
Yeah. You're right. They did. Paint can one. That's the one I was thinking of too. Or there's this one of the scenes in Home Alone when he's like getting electrocuted, and they go back to his face, and he's a fucking skeleton like moving back and forth. I'm just like, oh my god. So yeah, you're right. But they do. That's funny you say that. They do test one of the Home Alone theories. It was the paint can one with Ashley's boyfriend who eventually comes over, and obviously they have Ashley tied up at that point, and everything is kind of unfolding.
Pretty much everything that happens from the start to where we're at now is Lucas goes full psycho. His friend's wrapped up in it. He's going along because he's giving him drugs and shit. And so Ashley's tied up. He's trying to do his fucking thing to her. And then Ashley's current boyfriend comes over.
Yeah. Because she was kind of like, they were texting all night, and I think he was supposed to come over anyway, and then they were just arguing, whatever, and then he eventually does come over because Luke texted him to come over. I remember that part.
Then Luke beats him with a baseball bat and ties him up.
Yep. So then they test the Home Alone theory on him, where they put him under the staircase, and Luke fucking with the paint can, and his head like explodes. So
it was
interesting.
Painful. There's a lot of lead up to it. They don't show it directly, but they show kind of the aftermath of it, and it's pretty brutal.
Yeah. It's definitely brutal, for sure. Even though, like you said, they don't really show you like it happening or anything like that, but it's very gory. So, and I mean it's rated R, so I guess they were allowed to be. But
like they could have gotten away with so much more.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of makes the movie better because a lot more is left to your imagination as well.
It's true. Yeah. Let me see. And I feel bad for his friend too. I know that was one of the feelings that I was having while watching, because like
his friend the whole time is just wrapped into his fucking shit.
Like he doesn't
in his own addiction because he doesn't fucking realize what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, he didn't want to do all that to her. Like he didn't want to. It was way too far for him. Like he thought he was just scaring her so that she could like feel protected by Luke, and Luke could get his like fantasy of hooking up with the babysitter, and that's kind of what he was more or less in it for. And then Luke just goes all psycho, and at that point like he's just already wrapped up in it, and then Luke keeps telling him like, well, if you like you're in this, like you get in trouble too, like if we don't figure it out and we don't do what we need to do, like you're in trouble too, you're part of this. And it's like, yeah, obviously that's the truth, but like I mean either way homeboy was screwed, because even after like he dies when he's talking to Ashley, and I think she touches him or he touches her, like maybe I think she reaches for his hand to try to like tell him like, hey, like it's all right, like just let me go, like, and then Luke sees it, he has the shotgun and he shoots his friend, and he's like, I told you not to touch her, like.
Oh, he kisses her on the cheek or something.
Okay, yeah, it was
like,
something.
They're like really nice to each other, like in that moment, and he's like, "I'm so sorry for this," and like kisses her on the cheek, and then like that he comes in and sees.
Yeah, and shoots him. It's like, I told you not to touch her. Like, okay, you jealous bitch.
That's like the most emotion that he shows, like the whole fucking time. Is just him screaming at his friend, "Why did you do that? Why?"
Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty wild. Which, I mean, I knew that he was going to kill him at some point, but just because of the way that, like, he doesn't want to be there. Like, he doesn't want to be doing all this. Like, yeah, like, you know something's going to happen to that kid. But it was just sad to see because, like, he really didn't want to do all that, and he was just kind of roped in with it, which was unfortunate, but... You saw yourself in both.
I feel like this whole fucking podcast has just been me roping you into
Yeah, but at least you're not a fucking psycho killer. Like, it could be worse, right?
You don't fucking know that.
I mean, you're right.
I did ask for your skin.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Should I run?
Can I have it?
No. I said maybe when I die, but we're the same age, so like we'll probably die around the same time unless something happens to me crazy.
Oh, I'm fully expecting to die first.
Oh, okay.
You have.
Are you okay?
No. My family history says no.
Well, that's not how I was taking it. It's like I fully expect to die first, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like such confidence. Like he just knows. Like, he's got a plan.
I'm expecting. I got like 30 more years in me, and then that's probably gonna just.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, like 30 more years is like appropriate, right? Because like after
I
that,
don't go to the fucking doctor and shit regularly like I'm supposed to.
well, neither do I. Does anybody really do that anymore?
I don't know. Let us know.
I was just gonna like let us know. Do you go to the doctor?
Everyone's gonna be like, yes, fucking go to the doctor, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't go unless I'm fucking dying. Like I need to go to the ER at that point. Like that's when I go. I think I was actually literally the last time I was at the doctor was urgent care when I was like really sick. I had it wasn't even the flu. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't the flu. Like, they tested me for both, but I was just really sick. And I was
just
like, something's wrong.
Required paperwork stuff,
Yeah,
like jobs
true.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or if I'm dying, or
Yep.
have a stab wound.
Or yeah, that would. Yep, that has not happened to me, but yeah,
That was to me.
yeah.
We're supposed to go to dinner that night.
Let's circle back to, are you okay? Jesus. This is not where I saw the episode going, but it's okay. He said once again, no. What the fuck was the stabbing from?
Remember when I stabbed my wrist with the scissors? That was dumb.
Yeah, okay. All right. You're right. You're not okay.
I do just have a machete sitting.
I know.
Like an actual machete
I
just
saw
sitting
it.
on my desk.
Yeah, I saw it when I came in. I wasn't sure if that was a fake one or not.
No,
but
that's a real machete. It's just dull.
Well, that's good at least, you know. Is that fake blood?
Yeah, that's fake blood.
Or is it really?
We're here. You'll find out.
No, actually, I don't. I don't. Okay, this took a dark turn. Let's,
We're dying. We're sorry.
Probably. All right, let's circle back. I don't remember what we were talking
I'm
about.
talking about me being a psycho and me seeing a part of each of these characters in myself.
Okay.
As both victim and psycho.
As both victim and psycho. Okay. I mean, I get it. I feel like we've all kind of been in that headspace at some point about certain things, right? Just us.
I don't know. Like, I can't speak for everybody, but like it's
Oh no.
really ominous. No. It's like,
oh no.
I think I'm just acknowledging more like when there's that like relatable part of psychos in movies and stuff. Like, as much as I don't want to, there was still a little bit of Michael in Halloween Ends that was a little bit still sad and like relatable to. Like, this kid, something has failed this kid somewhere that's made him like lash out like this, and that's the kind of thing like I can see like relating to and like putting myself in that position.
That I can understand.
Yeah.
But this movie, that's what I'm saying. Like, this kid.
Sorry.
No, like, I get what you're saying, though. You're not wrong. I mean, at least I don't think that you're wrong. But, like, this movie in particular, if we circle back to this one, like I said before, like, he seemed like he had a perfectly happy home life.
Yeah.
Like, he has a nice house. His mother and father are still together. Like, they seem like they're all right. Like, he has a fucking babysitter. Like,
the only thing is, like, the mom coddles him a little bit too much, but like that's not really like cool. He's loved.
yeah, that's yeah. Like, I can like
I
he's.
wish.
Shut the fuck up. No, but like I get that too, and that's probably why he's like so eager to be like mature and grown. Like, he's like 12 years old and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna hit that. Like, bitch, like, that is your college age fucking babysitter. Like, I doubt it.
Did he really like just turn 12 or something on this?
I think so, yeah. Or I don't remember if it was he just turned 12 or like his birthday was soon. Maybe he was gonna be 13 or what. I don't know. It was probably more or less he just turned 12 and thinking he's grown now, like preteen. Like, oh yeah, I'm big shit now.
And she's what, like 18?
Yeah, she's at least in college. Like, I don't know, like...
Well, first year, I think.
Okay, so
like
then
just
definitely at
leaving.
least 18 or 19. Yeah, because she was leaving to go to, like, Pittsburgh or something, I think it was. So definitely a significant age gap. I mean, in real life, they're only, I think it was 4 years apart, if I'm not wrong. But, like, in the movie, it's a significant, like, no, you know.
Like 6 or 7.
Yeah, like, she's not going to sleep with you just because you think you're mature now. And even she said it at some point in there, like, after she realized that it was all fake and that, it wasn't really a home intruder and that they set this whole thing up. She's like, no mature person thinks that way. Like, no grown adult would have been like, let me scare my babysitter so that I can, you know, hook up with her. And he was just like so confused by it because he really thought that he was like, you know, like, this is it. Like, this is it. This is my moment. we're gonna do it. She wanted nothing to do with it. Nothing. Like, she was like, no, this is not it. Like, this is not it. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm kind of not gonna go really into detail with anything that we review anymore. Like, I think.
Well, there's 3 kills, 4 kills in this whole thing. It's the friend that he shoots with the gun.
Yeah, the one boyfriend.
The boyfriend with the paint can to the face.
The other boyfriend, Stranger Things boyfriend.
Yeah.
He hangs him, and then.
And then her
technically, but okay, we can talk about the ending a little bit because I thought the ending was actually pretty cool because like he stabs her in the neck, right? He stabs her in the neck
because she's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, like just kill me at that point.
Yeah.
Like just kill me. So he does. You know, he stabs her in the neck and he goes up. He makes everything look perfect. He makes everything look perfect after that. Like, he sets up this whole scene to make it look like her ex-boyfriend came over and killed her and killed everybody else in the house because he was jealous. And then when the boyfriend came over, this is Stranger Things boyfriend. I know we're getting a little confusing here, but Stranger Things boyfriend comes
Jared
over.
Leto boyfriend.
Yeah, Jared Leto boyfriend comes over and he has him outside in the backyard, and Luke gives him like a piece of paper and a pencil, and he's like, "Here, she wants you to write her a note and say you're sorry or something." Like he's just kind of looking at his kid like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, let me just go talk to her." And he's like, "No," he's like, "You have to write on this piece of paper, or she doesn't want to see you." And dummy him, because if it was me, I'd be like, "Listen, little kid, shut the fuck up." Like, it was me.
I don't know why he was like,
he's just like, oh, whatever. So then he actually writes like a note to her, and he uses this as like a suicide note and like a murder suicide. Like, he came to the house, killed her and her boyfriend because he was jealous, whatever. And then obviously like the kid that was there was just kind of caught in the crossfire, and he was just like a oopsie. Yeah. So he sets that whole scene together, and then just in the nick of time, like right as his parents get home, like he just jumps into bed, like, and that whole scene unfolds too, and he's like literally, when I say just made it into bed, like he just made it into his bed and locked his, like, there's a certain way that his parents locked his door so that they could tell if he was sleepwalking or not. So like he had to put the piece of paper or whatever they used for that, and then he had to go into his room through the windows. Like, he had to like climb on the fucking like roof, and it was just this big thing. But he gets into his room just in the nick of time. His parents come home. You hear his mom scream when she sees everything in the house. She comes up to his room and she's looking for it. Like, she's yelling like, "Luke, where are you?" And then she finds him sleeping peacefully in his bed because he didn't hear the fucking shotguns or anything going off, right? But she finds him up in the room, whatever. Ambulances, cops get there, and she's kind of up in the room like coddling him again. Once he, like, "No, it's okay, like, it's fine, everything's okay." And then you hear one of the ambulance people downstairs like, "We got one still alive." And the look on his face. I was literally, because I was I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little bit irritated because I was like, you can't let this motherfucker get away with this. You just can't let him get away with this. I'm like, he doesn't deserve this.
See, but it would be like such a good reverse Home Alone situation.
You're right. You're right. Like, he surprised me. I'll give him that, because he really fucking, like, he knew his shit. Like, he was on top of that. He was like, "Oh no, I'm not going to jail tonight." Ashley had other plans, because when he stabbed her and he started cleaning up everything and was distracted, assuming she was dead, because I mean, if you stab somebody in the neck, you assume they die, right? But she ended up she plugged her wound with something, and I forget what.
She put duct tape on.
The duct tape that was on her face, right? Yeah, it was a duct tape that they had on there, and she used that to stop the bleeding from her neck, and she survived until the police and ambulance got there. And then all you see is them taking her out to the ambulance, and he goes over to the window and looks out, and then you just see her put up her middle finger as she's getting in, and I was like, yes, now that's the ending that I want. I was like, fuck that kid.
It was a good ending. I even texted you afterward.
I did like that movie. That was a pretty good movie. And I don't know if you saw, there was like a little cutscene at the end there, and when the trailer was playing.
I just realized.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I thought we just like went past it and went off to Ninja, and I just never gave my fucking answer.
As soon as I gave mine, I asked you for yours, but you're good. But no, did you see there's like a little cutscene after the trailer started playing? Did you see it? I don't know if you saw it or not.
No,
it was literally just like a few seconds. But it's Luke in his room with his mom there, and he turns to his mom and he's like, Mom, he's like, I think we should go see Ashley in the hospital. And that's where that's a cutscene. That was the ending. And I was just like, I knew it. I knew you were going to do that. But no, that's the movie. And like I said, it's pretty good if you've seen it. Hopefully you liked it as well. I mean, I don't really have anything in here that I can pick apart. Is there anything in here that you maybe didn't like, or
no? I don't think it's a perfect movie, but it's a good like one location like made movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that I'm mad about.
Yeah. Yeah, they helped themselves by improving that ending, because I thought it was going to go a different route, and then I enjoyed that ending, so I'll give them that. So.
Because they do show, like, all the things that he did to, like, block the Wi-Fi, block the cell signal, like, do this, do that. But, like, it does show, like, everything that he did to make that happen.
Yeah. That's what I mean, like, this kid really went into detail.
Threw the shit in the fish tank on purpose. I didn't even realize.
That's what I want to watch it back, because I want to see, like,
He fucking did. Wow.
Oh, yeah. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it was like when the intruders were starting to break in, and Ashley was in the kitchen or whatever and said, give me my phone, and he throws the phone to her, and conveniently it lands in the fish tank. Oh.
And she even says something too, like, I don't know, don't you ever even like look before you throw or something.
Yeah. Now it makes sense. And the moment too, I'm watching it and I'm like, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I was like, are you fucking... It was one of those, are you fucking kidding me? Really?
Yeah.
That's a cop-out.
Yeah. But now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely a movie that you'd want to watch twice after you realize what's happening, and then you're like, oh, okay, all right, I see you. Yeah. Like, okay. But I think that's it for me, unless there's anything else in here that you want to go over. But
no, I'm good. Sorry, something.
This is a silly, goofy episode.
Because it was so funny.
He's laughing at his cat.
Oh my god.
Like crying, laughing, like wiping tears. But, I think that's it for this week. Just want to give a thank you again to those who are still listening to us, and will continue to listen to us into this new year here in 2023. We really appreciate you sticking around and being here, even if you don't make it all the way through the episodes. We know some of them are long, but thanks for listening to us talk, and also laugh. This episode was a lot of laughs. So.
This episode was fucking off the rails.
It's a lot of laughs. But we'll be back. Don't know where we're going next week, like we said, just kind of random picks here. And we'll try to get back into an episode a week. I know we've been trying to, every 2 weeks or so here now. And apologize, but like we said, just life just gets in the way sometimes,
Yeah, it's not like we're making a living off of this. We still got jobs and shit like that, so...
We'll try to produce as much content as we can this year. Try to get back to weekly episodes. Don't want to make any promises to anybody, but try to get back into weekly episodes. And like we've been saying, we have other plans that we would love to start as well, but just need to... money would be great. My Cash App is still in the bio, by the way, if anybody wanted to help. But
sponsors want to reach out too.
Yeah.
And sell out.
I mean, I know we're two losers from PA. We don't really have anything going for us, but like, help us. Help us. We want to be cool too, but it's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there one day.
Big dreams in fucking no time.
Yeah, that's literally it. That's literally it. But yeah, no, we'll see you guys next week with wherever we decide to go, and yeah, have a happy 2023.
See you this year.
See you this year.